Welcome. This is going to be a brief tour of my self-affirming icebreaker. Here I am on the assignment itself. It's called Getting to Know You. It's my icebreaker activity. Here's an overview of the activity. And I'm going to jump right down to the instructions. Here's the specific instructions. Reach out to 2 or 3 people that you know well, family or friends. Ask them to choose one word that describes you. When you're done, you'll have 2 or 3 words provided by separate people. Step 2, think about why your family, your close family or friends, chose these words to describe you. They might have told you why they chose those words. And then step 3, share by Friday at midnight with all of us your 2 or 3 words and why those words describe you. And I give the instructions here for how to use Flip to do that. And you can, I say you can make this post, says right here, with video or audio right there. Here's the audio method, and there's the video method. Okay. Yeah, right there. I was looking for this to record a video or voice comment. And then step 4, listen and reply by Monday at midnight to 2 of your peers and say what caught your attention in their sharing and why it was of interest to you. You can do that written or video or voice as well. And so there's the basic instructions. And I've given the different sections. Here's the overview section, which basically says what we're going to do using Flip, and the specific instructions right here. And then the need help. There's some video links to some things that can help if you're having trouble. And then there's the grading criteria, 10 points for the response, and 2 replies, each worth 3 points. So that's 16 points altogether. So now I'm going to actually load the Flip right down here. Getting to Know You Flip. Here it is. So now you're seeing it on my screen. Getting to Know You. Welcome to Flip. Basically, here's the same instructions. You can click Show More, and there's all the instructions, the 4 steps that I went through. Now up here, I've recorded a little video basically saying these. Let me play this for you.
Hello and welcome to Flip. I want to give us all a chance to get to know one another a little bit. And one of the ways I thought would be most helpful is if we found out what other people that are close to us say about us. And so what I want you to do is first reach out by, text or in person to some people close to you, your family, friends, those close to you, maybe 2 or 3 people, and ask them each to come up with one word that describes you. And maybe talk to them for a little bit about why they picked that word. So that's the first step. Reach out to family and friends that way. And I just texted all my family and had them give me some words. Number 2, think about why they chose those words to describe you. They'll probably tell you a lot of the reasons, and you can probably come up with some of them yourself. So that's what you're going to share. So step 3, then you're going to make a video, or if you're not comfortable with that, that's okay. You can just do a voice sharing that is 3 minutes at most. That, could be shorter. Mine's only a minute and a half, I think. So at maximum 3 minutes, share with us those 2 or 3, either one, 2 or 3 words that your close family or friends said describe you, and why you think or why they said those words describe you. So first, reach out to your family, friends, find those 2 or 3 words. Second, think about why they said those 2 or 3 words. Third, share this in a voice or video here in Flip. And fourth, and that would be by Friday. So by Friday at midnight, make sure that you have shared with us your 2 or 3 words. And then fourth step, listen and reply to two other peers. So listen, and this one will be due by Monday at midnight. So listen to some of your peers and what they said, and listen and grab a couple of them that seem interesting to you, that either have something in common with you or just grab your attention for whatever reason, and reply to two of the peers. You can do that in words, or you can make a little voice or video reply, whatever you prefer. The original sharing has to be voice or video, not just typewritten words. But the replies to your peers can be typed out or voice or video, if you're getting comfortable with that, and reply to them saying why you chose their sharing, their words interested you, and what you thought about that. And that'll be due by Monday at midnight. And to help you get started on this, I've already shared with you down below my video, my 3 words and why my family members said those words, and I believe. So go ahead and watch mine, and that'll get you started. I'm looking forward to learning a little bit about each of you.
Okay, and then down here is my first video sharing. Let me play that.
Hello, I'm Mr. Aaron. You probably know. I'm going to share my probably 3 words with you. I sent a text out basically to my whole family, and I have 5 kids, and my wife included also, and asked them for some words. So here we go. So I'll start with my wife. She said that I am faithful. That's a good thing for your wife to say, I guess. And I think she just means in general, I'm committed to the family, and I guess that says it. I'm committed to serving the family and working for their good. And then I'll move on to my children. The children probably tell maybe more of the truth. One of my daughters, I get various responses here. One of my daughters classified me as a reformer, and I don't know if you've heard of one. It's one of those. She told me about it before. One of those psychological profiling things she enjoys doing. Probably a lot of you are aware of it. And she says I'm a classic reformer type. So I think many of my children have felt the effects of my desire to reform their life in various ways, for good and bad. So that's me, and that's probably honest. And thirdly, I'll share with one of my sons said that a word that describes me is cheap. And I think there's probably some truth to that as well. Part of it is the economics of a teacher income raising 5 children, but part of it is just my personality as well. So there we go. There's me, faithful, reformer, and cheap. So I'm looking forward to hearing from each of you, your 3 words and why they describe you. Please keep your video to 3 minutes or less.
So there we go. There's my brief tour of my icebreaker activity, self-affirming icebreaker activity. Thank you.